What if I told you that the weather outside is just a mirror of the weather inside you? Imagine waking up to a sky that feels heavy, like a blanket of anxiety, and then stepping outside to find the clouds parting the moment you soften your own breath. Your thoughts, feelings, and intentions create an invisible climate that shapes the people you meet, the doors that open, and even the flow of money into your life. Stay with me for the next 15 minutes and I'll give you a step-by-step system to become the weather maker of your own destiny. Let me take you back to a day when my mind was a thunderstorm. I was in the middle of a crucial presentation, heart pounding, palms sweating, and the room felt like a furnace. My panic was a cyclone that knocked the wind out of my words. Then, almost instinctively, I paused, inhaled deeply, and imagined a cool breeze sweeping through my chest. In that instant, the storm inside calmed, and the client's eyes lit up. By the time I finished, a new partnership was on the table. That experience taught me that internal temperature isn't just a feeling. It's a force that reshapes the external world. So what exactly is an internal climate? Think of it as a personal weather system. Heat represents high-energy emotions like fear or anger. Wind stands for the flow of thoughts. Rain symbolizes ideas and insights. And sunshine is the glow of confidence and presence. When you learn to read and adjust these elements, you start to rewrite the atmospheric conditions that surround you. First, let's explore the feedback loop between energy and consciousness. Every thought you have sends out a vibration, and like a radio, the universe tends to tune into similar frequencies. When you raise your vibrational temperature, you create a kind of thermal noise that clouds perception, making it harder to see subtle opportunities. Lowering that heat clears the signal, allowing you to hear the faint whispers of possibility. Picture a string vibrating gently. The softer the tone, the more other strings can resonate with it. That's the principle behind the law of vibration. Now, let's break down the metaphorical weather into 3 practical elements: wind, rain, and sunshine. Wind is the flow of thoughts. When your mind is cluttered, it feels like gusts that disturb everyone around you. A quick mental decluttering technique can calm that wind. Pause for 5 seconds, label the thought, and let it drift away. Rain is the creative insight that precipitates when conditions are right. I call it the 3-step rainmaker. First, ground yourself with a confident posture and steady breath. Next, visualize a clear sky gathering clouds of possibility. Finally, release the rain by writing the insight down or speaking it aloud. Sunshine, the confidence that illuminates your path, can be boosted with a power pose: feet planted, chest open, shoulders back. Even a short stretch sends a signal to your brain that you are safe, which in turn lights up the internal sun. Let's try a quick exercise together. Sit up straight, roll your shoulders back, and inhale deeply through the nose, feeling the air fill your lower belly. Hold for a moment and exhale slowly through the mouth, imagining a cool breeze sweeping away any tension. Do this for 30 seconds and notice how the temperature inside you begins to shift. Feel the change? Good. That simple breath reset is the first tool you'll use each day to tune your internal climate. Now, you might be wondering how these inner adjustments actually translate into external abundance. Consider a corporate sales team that introduced a daily temperature check before every meeting. Each member rated their emotional heat on a scale of 1 to 10, then performed a brief breath reset if they were above a 5. Within a quarter, their closed deal rate rose by 27%. On a personal level, a single mother used the Rainmaker ritual each night and soon attracted a freelance contract that changed her financial outlook. The science behind this is that lowering emotional heat reduces cortisol, the stress hormone that shuts down the prefrontal cortex. When cortisol drops, the brain's pattern recognition centers open up, making it easier to spot synchronicities and act on them. To make this work for you, I've put together a simple toolbox. First, a temperature tracker. Each morning, rate your internal heat from 1 to 10. Then choose a micro action like listing 3 things you're grateful for, or taking a 2-minute walk to bring it down if needed. Second, an atmosphere journal where you record the weather events of your day, unexpected calls, sudden ideas, chance encounters, and note the internal state that preceded them. Over time, you'll see patterns that reveal how your inner climate is shaping your outer reality. Let's walk through a daily weather check ritual that takes less than 5 minutes. In the morning, after you rate your temperature, do a quick breath reset and set an intention for the day's sunshine. Midday, pause for a wind check. Notice any mental chatter, label it, and release it. In the evening, review the rain you collected. Write down any insights or opportunities that fell, and thank yourself for tending the garden of your mind. I've created a printable climate chart that you can download from the description. It's a visual reminder to keep your internal weather balanced. And now I want to hear from you. What part of your internal climate feels the most out of balance right now? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'm genuinely curious about your perspective. If this is opening your eyes, hit the subscribe button and stay with me as we dive deeper into mastering this weather within. Imagine waking up and noticing that the air around you feels lighter, as if a gentle breeze has slipped through the cracks of your mind, clearing away the stale residue of yesterday's worries. You sit up, stretch, and before you even reach for your phone, you take a moment to scan the inner horizon. You ask yourself, what is the temperature of my emotional core right now? Is there a lingering heat that threatens to scorch my thoughts? Or is there a cool calm that invites fresh ideas to drift down like nourishing rain? By making this simple observation a habit, you begin to train the very sensors that your brain uses to read the external world. And in doing so, you start to rewrite the script that the universe follows when it interacts with you. The next step is to understand that the internal climate does not exist in isolation. It is a dynamic exchange with everything that surrounds you. Think of a garden. When the soil is dry and cracked, even the most resilient seed struggles to sprout. But when you water the earth, loosen the dirt, and expose it to sunlight, the same seed can burst forth with vigor. Your mind and body are the soil, and your thoughts, emotions, and intentions are the water and sunlight. Each time you consciously choose to lower the heat of a raging argument, to breathe through a moment of panic, or to celebrate a small win, you are adding nutrients to the ground of your consciousness. Over time, this enriched terrain attracts richer experiences. Just as a well-tended garden attracts pollinators, birds, and the occasional curious passerby, one of the most powerful ways to tend this inner garden is through what I call the 3-phase alignment practice. The first phase, which I like to call the grounding moment, starts with a simple posture shift. Stand tall, feet firmly planted, shoulders roll back, and feel the weight of your body anchoring you to the present. As you inhale, imagine drawing in cool, fresh air that travels down to your core, soothing any hot spots of tension. As you exhale, picture that heat dissolving into the atmosphere, carried away by an invisible wind. This grounding not only lowers your internal temperature, but also sends a clear signal to your nervous system that you are safe, which in turn opens the door for creative currents to flow. The second phase is the cloud formation stage. Here you allow space for ideas to gather without forcing them. Visualize a soft white cloud forming above your head, each breath adding a puff of vapor. As you hold this image, let any lingering thoughts drift into the cloud, noting them without judgment. You might notice a stray worry about a deadline, a fleeting memory of a conversation, or a spark of curiosity about a new hobby. By giving these mental particles a place to settle, you prevent them from colliding and generating stormy turbulence. Instead, they coalesce into a cohesive mass that is ready to release its moisture. When the time is right, the final phase is the rain release. When you feel the cloud has reached its fullness, gently tilt your head forward as if the cloud is leaning toward the earth, and speak aloud or write down the insights that have gathered. This act of externalizing the internal content is akin to rain falling on parched soil, providing the exact amount of nourishment that the seeds of your intention need to germinate. You might find that a solution to a problem you've been wrestling with suddenly appears, or that an opportunity you had been waiting for surfaces in an unexpected conversation. By consistently practicing this three-phase alignment, you train your mind to move fluidly from heat to coolness, from scattered thoughts to organized insight, and from internal quiet to external manifestation. Let's take a moment to illustrate how this works in a real-life scenario. Imagine you are about to enter a high-stakes presentation. Your internal temperature is likely to spike, your heart pounding like a drumbeat, and your thoughts racing in a chaotic gust. If you walk straight into the room without addressing that heat, the external atmosphere may respond with tension. The audience's focus may drift, and the flow of information could become fragmented. However, if you pause at the doorway, take 3 deep breaths, ground yourself, and visualize a calm, bright sky above you, you lower that internal temperature. Suddenly, the room feels lighter, your voice steadier, and the participants become more receptive. The invisible weather you have cultivated inside manifests as a tangible shift in the external environment, creating a feedback loop that reinforces your confidence and opens doors to future collaborations. Science backs up these observations in several ways. Neurophysiological research shows that when we engage in controlled breathing, the vagus nerve, key component of the parasympathetic nervous system, gets activated, leading to a cascade of calming neurotransmitters such as oxytocin and serotonin. This biochemical shift reduces the release of cortisol, the stress hormone that, when elevated, narrows our attention and hampers creative thinking. Simultaneously, heart rate variability improves, which is a reliable marker of our ability to adapt to changing circumstances. When our bodies are in this balanced state, the brain's default mode network, responsible for daydreaming and insight generation, becomes more active, allowing us to spot patterns and connections that would otherwise remain hidden. In other words, by managing the internal climate, we are literally rewiring the hardware that processes external signals, making us more attuned to the subtle cues that guide opportunity. Another layer to consider is the social resonance that emerges from our internal climate. Humans are hardwired to pick up on the emotional frequencies of those around them, a phenomenon often referred to as emotional contagion. When you walk into a room carrying a cool, steady presence, others are likely to mirror that calm, creating a collective atmosphere of openness and collaboration. Conversely, if you arrive radiating anxiety or agitation, you may inadvertently set off a chain reaction of stress that elevates the overall temperature of the group, making negotiations tougher and creativity scarce. By deliberately choosing to emit a lower vibrational frequency, you become a catalyst for a more harmonious collective climate, which in turn magnifies the positive feedback you receive. Now that you have a clear picture of how the internal climate functions and why it matters, let's explore a few additional tools you can integrate into your daily routine to keep the weather inside your control. The first is a simple auditory cue. Set a gentle chime to play at regular intervals, say, every hour on your phone or computer. When you hear the tone, pause for a breath, notice your current temperature rating, and decide whether a quick reset is needed. This acts like a weather station that constantly monitors the atmospheric pressure of your mind, alerting you before a storm can develop. The second tool involves scent. Certain aromas have been shown to influence our emotional state. For example, the scent of lavender tends to promote relaxation, while citrus can boost alertness. Keep a small vial of essential oil on your desk and, whenever you notice your internal heat climbing, dab a drop onto a tissue and inhale deeply. The olfactory pathway connects directly to the limbic system, the brain region that governs emotions, giving you a fast-acting lever to shift your mood. A third practice revolves around movement. Short bursts of physical activity, like a quick set of jumping jacks, a brisk walk around the block, or a few yoga poses, can reset the body's autonomic balance. The key is to choose movements that you enjoy, because enjoyment itself carries a low-frequency vibration that reinforces the cooling effect. Pair this with a mental mantra, such as, "I am the calm within the storm," and you create a multimodal approach that aligns body, breath, and thought. It's also valuable to cultivate a community of like-minded individuals who are committed to weathermaking. Form a small group, perhaps 3 to 5 people who meet once a week, either in person or virtually, to share their climate charts, discuss challenges, and celebrate breakthroughs. By holding each other accountable, you create a microclimate of support that amplifies each member's ability to stay cool under pressure. The collective intention of the group can act like a high-pressure system, pushing away negative influences and drawing in opportunities for all participants. As we near the end of this exploration, I want to leave you with a challenge that will test your commitment to becoming a master of your internal climate. For the next 7 days, commit to the following sequence. Each morning, rate your emotional temperature on a scale of 1 to 10, using only your intuition, no external data, just how you feel in your core. If you notice a rating above 5, immediately perform the grounding breath and posture reset. Then set a clear intention for the type of sunshine you wish to attract that day. Midday, do a quick wind check. Notice any mental chatter, label it, and release it with a sigh. In the evening, spend 5 minutes reviewing the rain you gathered. Write down any insights and express gratitude for the moments of clarity. At the end of the week, compare your journal entries to see how the quality and frequency of opportunities shifted. You may be surprised at how quickly the external weather begins to reflect the internal adjustments you made. Remember, the goal isn't to achieve a permanent state of perfect calm. That would be like trying to keep a lake completely still, which eventually leads to stagnation. Instead, aim for fluid adaptability, the ability to raise your temperature when passionate action is required, and to lower it when reflection and receptivity are called for. Think of yourself as a skilled meteorologist of your own mind, capable of reading the clouds, feeling the wind, and calling in the rain exactly when it serves your highest purpose. Before we wrap up, let me ask you a question that I truly want to hear your thoughts on. What is the one habit or belief that you think is currently heating up your internal climate and preventing you from attracting the opportunities you desire? Share your answer in the comments below. I'll be reading each response and will reply to as many as I can. Your insights might also inspire someone else in the community who is facing a similar storm. If this conversation has sparked a new awareness for you, consider giving this video a like. A simple click helps the platform recognize that this message is valuable, allowing it to reach more people who are ready to transform their inner weather. And of course, if you'd like to continue exploring these concepts together, hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss a future episode where we dive deeper into the science of consciousness, practical tools for personal growth, and stories of real people who have mastered the art of climate control within themselves. Thank you for staying with me through this journey into the unseen atmosphere that have mastered the art of climate control within themselves. Thank you for staying with me through this journey into the unseen atmosphere that shapes every aspect of our lives. May your internal climate become a source of endless nourishment, and may the rain you summon always fall at the perfect time to bring forth the harvest you envision. Until next time, keep breathing, keep observing, and keep creating the weather that serves your highest destiny.